Alright, I want to welcome everyone who is watching us at Haki Show Uganda from inside the country Uganda and abroad. Today it is 8th of March 2024 and it is Women's Day. We want to say that Happy Women's Day, and you say we wish you nice celebrations to women that are at Haki Show. You know, this is a show. One time I will come with statistics of which group of men or women, which group supports or watches Haki Show more than any other. Yes, so Happy Women's Day to my mom and all women. Then whoever is doing great to see that Haki Show goes on, we just say bravo. Today at Haki Show, today being a Friday, it's just a start of a weekend. People in Kampala and outside Kampala, we just say better. And given that the month has ended, yeah, people have some money for doing different things according to their wish. Today we want to look at competition. Last time I was on the show and I promised that I will come with an aim or to talk about how different people, miss a point due to competition. You find you want to compete with me, you want to compete with him. You have seen him having something that is almost what you wish or what you want, and you forget that him, the path and the route chart he or she took is not the same as yours. We have different route paths, or we have different routes that we do take in life that can never enable us achieve same things, because we go through different lives and we have different backgrounds. Before you compete with me, first ask yourself, have you competed with yourself? Because most times competition has, if it's a better competition, it must be for you as an individual. Ask yourself whether the way how you were last year is the way how you are this year. The best competition has to be for you. Because most times why I want to say that if you want to compete, the best person to compete with must be yourself. If yesterday you were not able to raise 20,000 or 200,000 or 2 million or 10 million and buy, let's say, a piece of land, and then that was last year, and this year you can be able to get to save money and buy a plot of land, buy a house, buy a car, buy yourself or take your children to school, then that means you are moving and you're really working. The very worst part of it here is that we always want to make competitions amongst people. But you cannot compete with me. I have totally different agenda and a different way of how I do things. And even the way how I do and the way how I get my things, the way how I handle the expenditures I do have and the income I do get is totally different from yours. And you with a totally different income, maybe you with a better than mine and me having a better income than yours, you want to compete with me. It may be hard because you're competing with the wrong person. You're supposed to compete with yourself. And then, if you're competing with me, I may make you look like you're moving slow. That's in case I may make you move slow. That's in case you are competing with me and I'm a bit slow. For example, if you compete with me and I'm having one plot of land of, let's say, 50 by 50, or one plot of land of, let's say, 50 to 100, and you're competing with me, you will compete in a way that you want to make yourself better. But in making yourself better, you forget that you would have aimed at getting 100 by 100 plot of land, and even in a better place than mine. But because you're competing with me, you will now use me as a yardstick. Most times the people we compete with, they tend to work as yardsticks. If he's using an iPhone 12, for you will need to get that one to be like him. If he's driving a car, that's a Land Cruiser car, you also make sure you get a Land Cruiser car, but you have a potential to get even a better one. If me have been able to buy that, you can even compete and get a better one than mine. The problem is, if you are now footing or you're boarding taxi to go to work, you're boarding a border to go to work, and you're competing with me who has a car, the journey may be longer for you. You may think you're moving slow. I may make you work under stress because you're competing with the wrong person. The biggest thing would be you to compete with yourself in a way that if today you are boarding a taxi to go to work, then tomorrow you have bought a bicycle and you're no longer boarding, you're no longer entering people's taxis and stopping border borders to tell you different words as a taxi. Given that z'omuwadde maybe tezisobola okulinnya border. N'olwekyo tetuzze tulaba nti tuzze ne tulaba ebintu ebisinga nti bw'okompiitinga n'omuntu ayinza okutambuza empola oba okuvuga speed. Kati ekisinga mu byonna kyetaaga you compete with yourself. Because bw'obanga leero obadde otambuza bigere enkya ng'oguza eggaali, to me you're better than the way you were yesterday. If you were renting a house, but now tomorrow you have, like the next day you have started building and you have your own room that you can sleep in and no rent, nothing, then to me you are better than the way you were yesterday. So the best competitor should be you. The best competitor should be you. When you compete with people, you land into problems. You land into different issues that you may not be able to solve. Reason, you're competing with people whom you don't know how their expenditure is, and you're competing with people whom you don't know how their income is. But you know yourself and how you earn and how you spend. How much do you reserve as saving money? But you're competing with me whom you totally don't know how much I spend, how much I earn, and you're with me. So we have to change this. You have had people and different stories when people are competing amongst themselves. You cannot, because me, I have the way how I do my things, which is totally different from the way how you do your things. The money we earn is totally different. And before you compete with me, you have to first ask yourself, are we worth to compete? Do we have something in common? Because I may be a journalist, you are a teacher. You may be a teacher, you're competing with an engineer. Because sometimes even competition is healthy when it is amongst people of a common goal. You cannot compete with a military officer when for you a farmer. Someone who earns his salary, you may not compete with me who really I earn season. So therefore, today's show, a Turkey show, is to make that everyone can. And don't stress yourself up that you're competing with me. Just compete yourself. Work hard. Don't give up. See that your day today is better than your day yesterday. That one will give you hope, will give you peace, will set you free. To see that you can be able to challenge yourself and you can be able to know that indeed I'm totally different from the way I was yesterday. Let me work better to see that our tomorrow is always better than the today. That's when we shall realize and get to know that we are either working for the better or we are working for the worst. Other than that, we are going to face problems, a lot of stress. We shall see as if you are not working. You reach an extent of someone, let's say, working day and night. Reason, someone wants to be wants to be like me. Someone wants to be like the other. But remember, we have totally different agendas. And therefore, at Turkey Show, we want to say that if you're with us, you're watching Haki Show today, both in Uganda and outside Uganda, I want to tell you that you are the best competitor. You can only compete best with yourself, because it's you who knows how much you spend. It's you who knows how much you earn. It's you who knows how much you save. It's you who knows, but you don't know totally mine. However much you want to compete with me, you don't know totally, you don't know. So for that matter, therefore, you can't compete with a person you don't know how his or her income is. You will stress yourself up to death. You will see as if you're not working. You will reach a point of even abusing your bosses or even talking ill about them, how they pay little money, how they pay. But the problem is you failed to understand that the person you're competing with has a different earning and a different income, totally different from yours. And for you want to be like the person you're competing with. You are totally having a different mission. So if we want to be better, let's make sure that our today is better than our tomorrow. Trust me, if I started when I'm paying school fees of my children and I could pay it maybe 4 times in a term, and now I can pay fees of twice a term, and now I just work better to see that I can pay my school fees, the school fees of my children once a term. Meaning you are every day becoming better than yesterday. But you can't say, I want to be like him, my children also to study in a given school, in a first class school, in a first world school, in the schools, big schools. First know what your capacity is, then all will be well. At Haki Show, we just thank you and appreciate every effort and time you're giving us, and those who have subscribed, bravo. You're the reasons as to why we can't give up, and every day we have to come and show you. We have been in sessions of awareness with Dr. Nold. For those who have been following from episode 1 to episode 3, we were also into sports with Coach Dale and Coach Ronnie. All those who have followed, thank you, bravo. And now we are back to give you, and we are here. Just our prayer is keep your eyes on us and your comments following, moving on until. Those who have not yet subscribed, I'll just ask you or beg or request that you kindly subscribe to see that we move on. Those on TikTok, share, follow and like, so that these videos can reach and can move viral. Other than that, we meet next time. We want to come up with a show, a very, very beautiful show of delays and pride in offices. This one, I don't know, I can't wait, but I think tomorrow we shall be able to I think on Sunday, given that tomorrow we have already a program that we are going to give you, which we shall host different persons when we are in different areas, as it will be seen tomorrow. I don't want to talk about it today, but it will be for tomorrow. Come on Sunday. Have you gone to someone's office and you spend a day, even they tell you come back tomorrow? Have you been on a waiting bench for 7 hours and later someone tells you, let me come back from lunch? Have you gone on any public office or private and someone tells you, let me work, I'm going to work on you, wait, and now it is 10 hours, 15 hours, and they tell you, come tomorrow? Have you gone to someone's place, a public place, they give you a number, you're number 10, but if you wait for number 10 in 3 days, come. Keep your eyes and your watch, keep on your data, have your phone charged. See you. I wish you the best.